Have you ever been playing sport and injured your leg or your shoulder and needed to have an ice pack? And often, sporting clubs will have these instant ice packs where they're in a little white plastic bag like this, and you just need to shake them up, and suddenly the pack turns icy cold just within a few seconds. Well, if you've ever seen these instant cold packs, the reaction that's going on in this is called an endothermic reaction. And it's a particular type of reaction that pulls in heat from the environment, and so it becomes colder as the reaction happens. And that's what we're focusing on in this video. Two different names we give to reactions, which are endothermic reactions and exothermic reactions. So firstly, all reactions are either endothermic or exothermic. All reactions, endothermic or exothermic. And these two words are talking about heat energy. So this is what you should be thinking about when you hear the words endothermic and exothermic, because exothermic reactions, which is what's shown here with the flames, exothermic reactions, they release heat and light energy into the environment around them as the reaction's going on. Release heat and light energy into the environment. So that's why if you're standing near an open fire or you've made a campfire outside, you can feel that heat radiating off the fire. Because as the wood's burning in a chemical reaction, it's releasing lots and lots of heat and light, which you can feel because you're standing in the environment nearby. So then the other type of reaction is endothermic. And like I said before in the instant cold pack, these are reactions that actually pull heat from the environment and make the environment become colder than it was. So this situation here, it's not a chemical reaction, but it's giving us the idea that the environment becomes colder if you're nearby. And that's because endothermic reactions absorb heat from the environment and they cool down the environment around them. And cool it down. So that's why when you shake up those instant cold packs, heat from the environment is being pulled into the reaction. So into the chemicals that are reacting in the bag, and that also means it's being pulled from inside your body, all that heat. So that's why the cold pack feels cold on your body. It's drawing heat from your body and from the air around it. Okay, so that's the difference between endothermic and exothermic reactions. The last thing you need to recognize are these types of graphs here. So these graphs are called energy profile diagrams. We'll learn more about them later on. All you need to know now is to be able to recognize which one represents an exothermic reaction and which one is an endothermic. So the first energy profile diagram here, that's exothermic. So you can remember if the graph goes down from higher reactants to lower products, that's exothermic. And then in the other case, if the graph goes up from reactants to products, that's for an endothermic reaction. So you just need to know the difference and be able to recognize each one. Okay, so that's the difference between endothermic and exothermic reactions.